Opetiwashte Oyate. Good day, relatives. Today, instead of in the gym, I'm here at the Haskell Indian Nations University in Lawrence, Kansas. As you can tell, here we are. Today, instead of going straight into the gym and straight into the workout, we have a special guest that is going to take us through the first half of this video. So let's go.
Christina Haswood, Hello, my name is Christina Haswood. I'm Dene. I'm Bitterwater, born for the Black Sheep people. My maternal grandparents are the Zuni Edgewater. My paternal grandparents are the Towering House people. I'm originally from Apikin, Arizona, so Inscription House, Arizona. I was born here in Lawrence, Kansas, and raised here my entire life. I'm also a state house representative in the Kansas State Legislature, where I represent House District 10. Pretty much how I got involved in politics. I ran a three-way Democratic primary where I won with 70% of the vote and ran unopposed in the general. I'm doing my first term and starting to gear up for re-election next year. I sit on the House Water Committee, Health and Human Services, Agriculture, and Joint Committee, House and Senate on Tribal Relations.
Welcome, Christina. It's good to have you here on the channel of Shades of Thorpe. That's quite a journey, an education journey that you've had going on, and you're still progressing with it. It's good to have the Indigenous out there and representing us, especially on the political level. And it's just appreciate you being here and what you're doing for the community, especially in Lawrence, Kansas, where Haskell is. So as you know, the channel is called Shades of Thorpe. It's in honor of Jim Thorpe, and here we're trying to include fitness and kind of indigenize it and make it into one whole group. I feel like that's a big thing out there these days. So for my first question to have you here on this channel is, what does Jim Thorpe mean to you?
I think Jim Thorpe was one of the greatest athletes in United States history. How I got familiarized with Jim Thorpe is here at Haskell. Our gym is called Jim Thorpe. Right. And he has this big photo in Thorpe. And I believe he's in his football gear. But I think he was monumental for his upbringing because he came to Haskell, then he went to Carlisle, which we know back in that day was not even a choice, it was forced on Indigenous folks. And just how he took that situation and upbringing and really made something out of it.
So I want to get into the talk about the boarding school situation. You know, we got all of our relatives and the children getting recovered from Mother Earth that was cradling them for so long, and they're finally getting their story told, and what these boarding schools and what they've done, the colonizers done, to try to decolonize us and get rid of the Indian inside of the man. But now that we're finally getting acknowledged and getting the stories out there with all these children getting recovered, what are your thoughts on that, especially with Haskell? Because you know eventually they're going to get to Haskell and there's going to be stories here. So what are your thoughts?
Going to be a little vulnerable here because when I first learned about the news in Canada, and then I got a couple of messages about, are you going to advocate for Haskell? And I was like, why? At first I was like, what do we need to prove to America? Because everyone who comes here to Haskell, everyone who knows about Haskell, and everybody doesn't know about Haskell. That's probably one of the first issues. People in the Lawrence community are like, even till this day, they're like, I didn't know Haskell was a boarding school. And but all of us know what happened here. You know, and I always tell people about the issue of the wetlands. They're like, why was Haskell so opposed to the wetlands and, you know, building that new highway out south? And I told them that, you know, we hear stories that children would try to go back home after being stolen, and children got taken as far as Navajo land too, in Arizona, and shipped here to Kansas. That children would try to go home, and the wetlands would when it rains a lot here, it gets pretty high up the water over there. Yeah. And they would drown. And they wouldn't keep track of how many children try to go home. And, you know, because Haskell has a grave on side of the campus. And, you know, as well, too, that there's unmarked tombstones because they just don't know how many children didn't make it home. When I kind of sat down and talked to other Indigenous leaders, and they're like, we just want to bring them home.
What does working out and the fitness, how does it help you like within your daily lifestyle, and like how do you like incorporate it with the political and work side of yourself?
So just taking care of myself, taking care of my body, was always like challenging, but I think there's a couple days during session that I would do good and go to the gym at like 5 a.m. But then again, it's like when you're at the gym, then you get home, you have to shower, and you gotta eat.
It takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time. It literally takes like 3 hours out of your day. Like set yourself up for success. If it takes meal prepping, like I hate leftovers and like heating up food, but I'm gonna have to like, you know, just put my health as a priority. So currently, what I'm doing now is I've invested in a trainer, and then I've invested in a nutritionist, I believe, or a dietitian. I don't know which she considers herself as. And for me, just growing up like in sports and always having a coach yell at me, like I'm not good with self-motivation. So having that someone literally over my shoulder with that accountability, I'm just at that point in my fitness journey where I need that accountability. Like I can't go to the gym every day by myself because I want to be healthy. Like I need that accountability. So I'm so thankful to be at that financial stability, to have that support.
What is your favorite inspirational quote?
I started running for political office. My mentor, Representative Dr. Ponko Victors, she saw how committed I was to running a campaign, and when I got elected, I was doing emails on the weekend, and she was like, "You need to take care of yourself. You're gonna get sick. You're overworking yourself too much. How are you gonna serve your people when you're sick, when you're not here? You need to take care of yourself so you can take care of your community and the people that need you here."
What would be your main advice for the younger generations that are in elementary, middle school right now, and they have these dreams, but you know, especially the ones on the reservation, they kind of get stuck. They don't have guidance. What would your advice be to them?
You can do it. There's space for you. I'm always happy to help with any kind of dream that you want. So your investments, working hard, it's all going to pay off one day. And it's not going to be a straight path, right? When I came to high school, my first major, it was undecided. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was an undergrad for about 6 years, and finished all my higher education. Well, I want to get my master's or my PhD one day. All that took 8 years. Even becoming a parent, you know, that is a beautiful purpose in itself. And, you know, whatever life throws at you, you can overcome it. Our ancestors overcome so much. We're such resilient people, and we're going to be doing so many great things. You guys are going to be leading the future of not only our country, but Mother Earth. And we really need you out here. You all have a purpose. You might not know it yet, and it might be different purposes, but you have a purpose in this world. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. All my social media, I have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. It's at Haswood for Kansas, and that's FORKANSAS. You can email me, my campaign email. It's probably the easiest right now when I'm not in session. That's Christina at Haswood for Kansas, FORKANSAS.com. And then you can do my state house, which is christina.haswood@house.ks.gov. And you can also slide in my DMs. They're all open. Tag me in anything that you want me to see. And I would love to support you guys as much as you can, or I can.
Well, Christina, thank you for this conversation. It was good having you out here and getting the political views out there. I have no background in politics, so I even learned a lot from this session too. So to wrap things up, you know, let's go get this gym workout in. We're gonna go hit it hard. We're gonna work together and see what we can do at the gym.
What the fuck is fleek though? Don't ask them, what do we know? What I forgot is better than whatever they remember. Never mind, I'm off it, it's quiet form. Time to put the temper tantrums to the quiet corner. Hush, that's enough, said the ruler. No suckers allowed to break bread or asunder. The daylight, lightning, and the thunder. The sun, moon, the stars, and the hunger. Abundance in bundles, blessings and troubles. Towers and tunnels, views and valleys, waves and peaks. Streets you from, son, planet Earth. And ain't scared of no Mars attack. What type of bars is that? Stay off my jack. I'm up they corny riot garments. Top 5 dial on them. Super fly, slicker, top rope. Eagles diving on them. You why you lying, homie? You won't play with my emotions, smoky. Big chief, heart rate, big beat, B-E-Y, I seen straight jacket, come clean, big.
Here, Christina is performing a goblet squat with 2 5-pound plates underneath her heels. This will help her achieve a deeper squat as it will increase her hip and ankle mobility during the movement.
On planet Earth, the currency is murder. You a man of worth. They say the day is coming, drumming that you can't reverse. Watch the banner burn before the cannon burst. Don't chase an illusion, the nation hallucina. Hallelujah, taste of the future. The people, the shower, the pistol, the coward, the tracing the suture. Lonely martyrs, magic carpets, dirty blankets, Coca-Cola, soul controller, holy waters. Middle East mode, sand glorious. Cheat code in Babylonian, the Orient. My superhero got the people power. Yasin and Yasin, you should heed the hour.
With you and living kings, I mean it, I mean. I mean it, I mean. Yasin and Yasin in the R.E.B. I mean it, I mean. Original nation, we solid, I mean. I mean it, I mean. Straight jacket, come clean, Yasin and Yasin. And the R.E.B. Original nation, we solid, we.
Well, there we have it. A good full body workout with me and Christina here. How do you feel, Christina? It was a good workout?
It's been a while, but thank you so much for helping me get back in it. Burned almost 400 calories.
Good.
So we got a good pump in today.
Good, yeah. Well, I hope this guys helps you guys out. I hope it gives you more better workout ideas that you can do in the future. And as always, try it out. Let me know what you feel about it. Give me any feedback on what I could do in the future. So, catch you next video. I hope.